So the other day, I was telling Melissa that I need to go back and watch Lonesome Dove. I haven't seen it yet, and I think I'm going to watch it tonight. And Melissa's response was,
It's 6 hours and 13 minutes long.
so I laughed and I thought, oh, she's being silly. Like, it's obviously okay. It's going to be a long movie, or maybe it's a hard watch or whatever. And then I looked it up, and it's 6 hours and 13 minutes long.
What movie's that?
Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome
Oh.
Dove.
It was a mini-series.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Outer Belt. I'm Patrick, and you know my friends.
Chili Chillaximus Chillsworth the First. And I'm just here for the free food.
Wow. I'm Buttermilk. I'll take free food too, I guess.
I'm Eric.
I'm zucchini bread. I'll make it.
Oh, the free food?
And I'm Jerry, and I'm just here.
You don't like the free food, do you?
No,
He's the only person I know who go to Costco together, and he, like, bypasses the samples.
I do.
And I'm like, why? Why? I don't understand that.
I bypass all but the cheese. Maybe a cracker. But like the juicy drinks
So
up
you
by the
only do that
vitamins.
when you go by
or-
yourself?
Oh, you don't like
Whatever's-
the juicy vitamin drinks? No.
No,
But like the
no.
cheese, if they have a meat
Right.
maybe,
Meat
or
maybe,
sometimes they do like the lasagna samples and you get a little piece
I'll
of
do the meat and
lasagna,
cheese,
or
but I won't do the other stuff.
not
No.
even the candies? Because
No,
it's just one
sugar,
candy.
Sugar.
No.
But it's just one candy.
That's all it
Sometimes they
takes.
have nuts in them, so I just
That's all it
avoid
takes.
the.
Oh, I
because
get
It's all
that.
an
Usually they're.
alcoholic. It's just one drink.
It's a sip.
Exactly. There's a problem there.
I know when we go, Eric has to go and like, the people think he's so rude. He walks up and he snatches the bag off their microwave
Yeah,
Or the box.
I get
or
it.
the box, and he has to go through and verify there's no sesame in it.
hmm
And they're like, "What?
I'm like that with TVs at Costco.
You snatched
I
them
can't
off?
stop and look at TVs. I got to keep walking by
Why?
because I'll buy a new one.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Who buys their TVs at Costco besides me?
Vince is raising his hand for
they're
those of
good,
you
and
that are
they
listening.
all come with like the extended
Exactly.
3-year warranties. And
Exactly.
And free shipping, and they installed it themselves for free, which was a fiasco because one guy showed up ahead of time. Eric and I had to install the TV while the other guy supervised. It was weird, remember?
Yeah, that's odd.
It was very odd. But, it's up, and it's level, and it's,
There you go.
did we have to level it after they left? Yes. But, I used to install TVs professionally, so at least I have that skill.
There you go.
There's always that scratch on it. And then you remember, oh, that's the film.
I don't think there's not a scratch on this one, though, right?
No.
Is there a scratch on this one? Okay, no.
It was just
No,
the film.
there was a mark on it before we pulled the film.
Oh,
off.
it was. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I remember
Like
that.
the plastic
Yes.
wrapping film.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well,
Our last TV was open box from Costco that I was able to negotiate down even further than the open box price.
we could have done that, I guess.
Oh, why didn't you?
I didn't go to Costco
Well,
because
there
I
you
knew
go.
if I stopped at Costco, I would end up buying a TV.
Yes.
So instead, I waited for a Black Friday sale, and I was like, "Well,
Yeah,
when in Rome,
as you do.
you got to get the Sicilian pizza."
You do.
But you could have negotiated down the open box, down a little lower.
But my box was closed.
You can open it.
We had someone come and show up and open it themselves.
Nice.
By that I mean we had to help them, but still, it was a crazy. So the person shows up and their helper is like, and this was the helper. Even crazier, this was the helper. And so the main person's like, "I'll be there in like 30 minutes," and I'm like, "Well, this is nice having someone who, very lovely man, spoke marginal English." So we're trying to communicate as best we can, right? We're all being civil. And finally he's like 30 minutes. So he's like, no. And he goes outside, he grabs his tool bag, he comes back in, tool bag in one hand, level in the other. I don't know why he brought the level. And
And this is the helper.
and he's like, you get that side, you get that side. And so we started taking the TV apart. Am I lying here? Like,
No.
this is what really happened. You know what I mean? Spend $2,800 on a TV or something, and this is how Costco it shows their appreciation. And we had it not mostly done, but a good ways into it by the time the second guy showed up. And then we were able to sit back, and they hung it crooked, and then left. And then Eric and I went in and fixed it. Now I did. I feel weird about like when someone comes to your house, do things like this. Do you tip them or not? Right? Because
Right.
I never know. Sometimes I'm like, maybe. Sometimes not so much. This felt like a situation where I needed a tip. I don't know how to describe that. It just did.
Okay.
Does that make
Did they
sense?
just stand around at the door? Well, okay.
No. No, it felt like I wanted to.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
installation
For
was
doing a poor job.
no, they did a good job. They're just crooked.
Oh, just crooked.
That's all. And it was I fixed it.
Okay.
So I
They did that hard part. They got it on the wall.
yeah, but I did break the tip up and I did give the main guy considerably less than I gave the helper.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
I get that.
He had
I'm sorry.
initiative, Right? I mean, he had initiative. He's like, why should we be waiting?
Absolutely.
going.
Absolutely. And the sooner you can get out of my house the better. Like, I wanted to watch TV and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then I think as soon as that was over, didn't we record an Outer Belt that night?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think we did, right? Because because when you came in, I was still setting the TV up. Yep. Oh, it was crazy town. And now I love the TV. Although I will say this weekend we were watching something and Eric said we need a bigger one. So
Always a bigger one.
I didn't say it; he did. So
I think you guys have been through like 4 TVs since we moved here 3.5 years ago.
there was a 65, the 75, the 85, and now we're in the 98.
Yeah, and we're still on the 65, which fits. I mean,
Yeah,
I joke with Buttermilk all the time about getting a new TV. We don't need a new TV. Our TV is just fine.
well,
As much as I like electronics, it's like why?
I felt the same way. So we actually bought this TV last year, or in 2024. So
2 years ago.
2 years ago, but really 13 months ago.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or I guess 14 months ago. So I bought it then on a Black Friday special, and it was $5,000. And it was one of those things where you order it, and it's same with this one. I ordered it for Black Friday special, and I didn't get it until January. Like it just takes
Sure,
that long
it
for them to
takes
come
that
in.
long, Yeah.
And while this thing was on delivery or whatever, I'm like, I can't spend this much money on a TV. This is ridiculous. And so I did go back and canceled it last year in 2024. So when it came out this year and it was less than half price, I'm like,
It was less than half the price it was
the first time.
the first time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy it.
Our TV was like $1,500. It was a previous year's model and it was open box.
Yeah.
And I got it for $700. And I got the Costco extended warranty because it was over the certain price originally, and they threw it all in. I mean, they didn't deliver or set it up, which was fine. Ours doesn't mount to the wall. It does, but we don't mount it to the wall.
Yeah.
It sits on a TV stand, but it fits our room. It fits our space.
It does. I've been in your house many times. I've never walked in and been like, oh, you need a bigger TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
it just,
How do you watch things on that?
yeah. Well, and if you did, it would be like Jerry and Don's. Jerry and Don's TV is way too big for their space. Now, they love it, and if they do, that's great.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Is if you're happy with your TV. I think y'all would agree. Like, I have a large living room. It's 2-story living room.
Yeah.
It's big. You can
And
easily.
your seating is far enough back
Yeah,
from the TV. You're not sitting right there on
It
top.
doesn't
I
feel
think-
like you're watching the movie.
Right.
Yes,
in the
like at the
first
first row of the movie
row.
theater.
Exactly.
First row of the
Well-
and then you can't see. Wait, do you ever? And you couldn't really see out to your left and right. Like your peripheral would never go that far.
Right.
Right.
I think where I sit is 18 feet from that wall.
I believe it.
That's quite a long
And
ways.
that's not an exaggeration.
No, it's literally
That's
like
literally
18 feet.
18 feet,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's. I think if you look at this they had those scales where they're like, if you're this far away from the TV, you can have a TV this small or this big,
Right.
and you'll feel comfortable.
Yeah.
We're definitely on the upper end of that, but we're still within those boundaries.
Sure.
I think technically we could
Sure.
go a little bigger, but the price jumped from a 98-inch to like a 110 and 115.
Mhm.
It's like
Crazy.
$100,000.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's not sarcasm.
No.
Wow.
It's literally $100,000.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm like, I could buy, I don't know, a house
Right.
or a TV that's going to be worth $5,000 in 2 years.
In
Like,
2 years,
you know
maybe
what I
6
mean?
months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it doesn't make any sense.
The benefit, though, of you buying a new TV,
It's the
is
hand me down.
the hand-me-downs that we get in the driver's lounge, right?
Very true.
I mean, the TV in the driver's lounge is, I don't know how big, but
86
it's
inches.
a beautiful big TV that is there for our drivers when they come in and they're at EOW taking care of business or something. They can come and hang out and watch TV in the driver's lounge. It's got direct TV on it. You know, it's there for them.
Is it
that-
officially open?
Is it open yet?
I know. I
Well,
was
you
gonna
know,
ask.
officially open, I don't know what that means. However, we do have the access code on the front door now.
Yeah, I was going to ask when I was there earlier, why is it taped to the front door? I feel like that's counterproductive.
The code number?
Yeah.
Well, because somebody comes in, they haven't seen their newsletter that has the code
Yeah.
on it, that hasn't gone out yet. And then they have the code. They can just read it and punch it in and go in the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about burglars?
What about they're not smart enough to get in there. They
Okay.
realize it's the code.
It just seems
They're just not going to recognize it.
it just seems silly. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
It seems silly, but really, if you think about it, it's not.
Okay.
Don't think about it because I don't want to start a fire. But if you think about it, it really isn't.
Well, and the fact that you put
foolish.
on a post-it note too. I mean, do
I
you
can take
think
it off
there's so
easily.
much wind that goes to there?
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to last?
Well, get there now, and you know the code. If you don't get there,
If it's
soon
not
enough,
already, if it's not already
gone.
gone,
it's gone.
it's raining, so it's probably
Exactly.
melted,
Dripping wet.
sipping wet,
Sipping wet.
sipping wet.
But
Now,
yeah, the driver's lounge, we got it all set up with the TV, coffee maker, coffee.
yeah,
It's got a bathroom with a shower, water
do like that.
machine, the microwave,
a water machine.
water machine. Yeah, it makes water.
Well, we
Magically.
do have a water machine.
Magically makes
and
water.
We have a washing machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you push the button, water comes out magically.
Are we doing the heat? We're not doing the heat, are we?
The hot water.
Yeah.
Run it through the Keurig or run it through the
Okay.
microwave.
Oh, there's a Keurig.
There's a coffee maker. I shouldn't name the brand because they don't sponsor us.
Oh,
So there's a coffee maker.
but they take K cups.
They do take K cups, which
Now-
a lot of coffee makers these days take K cups.
Would you recommend them bring their own K cups?
They can bring their own K cups. So they have a brand that they like, or they can use the coffee that we provide for them.
And
There's a decaf. There's a regular non-decaf coffee.
Sugars?
Yeah.
Non-sugars?
There's a
All
coffee
the-
station.
All the kinds.
We've got your sugar, your artificial sweeteners, and a variety of colors.
I thought I
All the
saw. I thought I
colors.
saw some kind of vanilla pump.
There is a vanilla creamer pump there. Yeah.
No, it's just vanilla.
Just vanilla.
Just vanilla. Just
pure
straight vanilla.
Just straight
extract.
vanilla. Lovely.
So the teams that have already stopped by, what are some of the things you've been hearing?
They're loving it. They
when's
really
the
are
TV getting
liking
mounted
it.
on the wall?
Yeah,
But I took care of that.
When will we have TV service?
Oh, do we
that
have
type of thing.
DirecTV in there yet?
We do have DirecTV in there. Yes.
Cool.
We have DirecTV in there. There's internet in there as well.
Nice.
You need internet access while you're there. During business hours, if you get a hold of one of the staff that's there, we can print things for you. If
Oh.
you have permits, you need printed, that kind of thing, we can print things for you. But that's during business hours, of course. But yeah, it's ready to go.
I was going to ask about that printer because that was a much really excessively debated.
It was debated
Topic.
excessively.
It was
We
excessive.
really overthought that.
I know the fact that we went and looked up reviews for printers that had been made in 6 years. The fact that one person on staff literally recommended a dot matrix,
Right. That was.
and
a
I'm
little
like,
frightening.
where do you find a
Yeah.
PCI? No, but not a printer
No,
cable.
no,
Where do you
printer
find
cable.
printer cable
Right.
to? And it was
USB-C.
USB-C adapter. Jerry,
Are you serious? So you're talking to like an iPad? Or like a laptop?
like a laptop. Yeah, you
Laptop,
got to be
yeah.
able to hook it up.
Yeah.
And dot matrix don't have
They don't have Wi-Fi.
they have Wi-Fi.
You can't do like remote?
Not on a dot
Not a
matrix.
dot matrix. No.
printer. I mean, I guess we
The
could run.
paper's hard
Well,
to find, though.
No, the paper's not crazy hard to find. What's hard to find is that little table for it to sit on.
Yeah.
You know the one with the
paper
little
feeds under
yeah,
the bottom.
under
with
the
slot in
bottom.
it, yeah.
You got that little slot
That
in the
was hard
bottom
to
of it.
find.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I mean, we were all in on the dot matrix until we couldn't find the table.
yeah, that was the only thing left. And we thought about custom manufacturing a table, but
Yeah,
it
we
seemed
thought
like
about
that's
it.
excessive.
That's excessive.
So
Yeah.
that's when we eventually went to laser.
Laser.
Yeah.
My dad used to bring home the extra paper from work, so we'd use that for coloring and stuff. It was
Nice.
fun.
So I can neither confirm nor deny how we got our dot matrix paper because I don't want to get sued by a multinational
Yeah,
company.
you don't need to.
Uh,
The what do you call that time? The statute of
Statute
limitations.
of limitations
has
is
run
not-
out yet.
no,
It
it's
has
not, no,
run out
no,
yet.
no.
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 We the thing that was cool about the dot matrix printers back in the day, if you ever had one, those are the ones that were like everyone had them when I was a kid. So in the 90s, it's maybe the only printer you had. If you had a
If you had a printer.
if you had a printer, and if
Yeah.
you had a what was the other one? The inkjet.
oh,
Oh,
you're
you
living high on the hog. Yeah,
fancy
exactly.
pants.
Exactly.
um,
Exactly.
but you could not print anything discreetly.
No.
I mean, the whole house knew if you were printing.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Dot matrix or inkjet, the whole house knew because the inkjets weren't quiet then either.
No, they were not. Everything has changed so much since I was a kid. Like, everything was loud.
Yeah.
Like, even just turning a computer on,
Yep.
you know, you had like a 100 horsepower fan to cool the power supply. That was, they had just invented transistors.
How about just a dial-up tone for AOL? Or I was on Juno at the time, but nothing was quiet.
Oh, I remember Juno. Oh yeah, we were Prodigy until Prodigy went away, and then we went to AOL. But we had, but even like you wanted to, like, let's play Monopoly games. So we got to put the Monopoly and load it in.
Right.
So you put the Monopoly the floppy in, and then you go, boom,
Click, yep.
with the little key. And it was a boom, and then you had to download it and install it.
Right.
Because there was nothing running off of.
Play right off.
You couldn't play right off. That was
No,
unheard of. I remember when CDs came out and you started having games where you could actually just play them off the disc, and it was like, I don't have to install anything.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes you had to wait for it to download to the next
Yes.
screen.
Well, right.
There was
but
some
the
buffering.
CD had to spin up and.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We don't have any of that stuff in the driver's lounge. We're not that advanced to have
I did see
CD-ROMs and floppy disk in the driver's
right
lounge.
now.
So we do have Wi-Fi, though, is what
We
I
do
heard.
have
We have Wi-Fi.
Yep.
So bring your own.
We have a little charging thing if you happen to forget your cable in the truck and don't want to go out there. We've got a box of extra cables.
We don't have a
We do have
Blu-ray.
a box of extra cables.
I don't have a Blu-ray player. I didn't hook
We
up
don't need
one.
to.
I feel like if we have a special circumstance where we really absolutely need one, we do have a couple spares, and you would have to go grab it and hook it up. But I'm telling you, between the
So
wall,
let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. So
we don't
I
have
wasn't-
we don't have a Blu-ray player.
I wasn't involved in this,
Ah!
but so let me tell you a little story. When we first set up the TV, we had a direct TV box that we connected to the TV, and all was good. And then we had a little bit of an issue with getting direct TV boxes from our provider because they're using the same direct TV box that we use in the trucks.
Correct.
And we had a bit of an issue getting direct TV boxes from the provider, and we had a team coming through that wanted direct TV, and we wanted to satisfy them and get them a direct TV box. So we took it off the driver's lounge TV.
And the lounge wasn't open yet either,
The
so it
lounge
made
wasn't open
sense.
yet. We didn't need it, and we gave it to them. So when we started getting our shipments, our regular shipments of direct TV boxes, Jerry graciously came by to install it, and he didn't have fun. Again, I wasn't helping. I was doing other stuff. Jerry did not have fun. And I've heard words come out of Jerry's mouth that I've never heard Jerry say before because he is a Southern gentleman. And so, no, we will not be hooking up a Blu-ray player to that TV. If you cannot stream it and cast it to the TV, you will not watch it on that TV. Telling you that right now.
So if you want to watch something off Blu-ray, bring a TV in with your Blu-ray
Yes,
player
exactly.
and just set it up on a
Stay in
TV.
your truck. If you want a Blu-ray player for your truck, reach out. I got one or two.
Yeah. That's great.
Sorry, I felt like that last part was ranting. That whole point of that whole conversation was the driver's lounge is open.
I know.
If you need the code for the door, look for the red Post-it note. If it's a purple or blue or green, it's not going to work. The red Post-it note, or you can reach out to Fleet Support and they'll provide it to you.
So we don't have red Post-it.
Exactly.
So
That's
anyway,
my point.
just
Yes.
say that.
Woo, you picked up on that. This is fun.
It is fun. I'm looking forward to actually being able to, hopefully when the weather gets nicer, do some events there. Maybe do some
That'd
nice
be fun.
weekend
That would be time.
hangouts. Do hot dogs. You know, in keeping with our brand, we have, of course, I mentioned before. It's not a surprise. The absolute cheapest coffee I could find for K cups, and one of them is terrible, and I do apologize for that. That's why we have the French vanilla, and the other one's tolerable.
Yeah. So,
So when we do the hot dog cookouts, when we do the cookouts, I'm thinking the red hot dogs.
yes.
You know the ones I'm talking
I
about? It's
Those are
like
from
I do.
Nebraska, by the way.
16 of them
The
for
best
33
ones.
cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heather knows somebody. We can get them in bulk for
Yeah.
a discount.
Well, the problem is we got
They
to
end up
ship
being
them
like,
there.
but they end up being like 20 cents a hot
Well,
dog.
I mean,
a package.
I'll be going home in a couple months. So
I mean, we've
I
got
could bring
tons
some
of
back.
FedEx trucks with reefers. Go get them. Bring a whole shipment.
Yeah,
back
but if you
and
get
just-
them, if you go now, you don't need a reefer.
Right.
You
Exactly.
could just
don't need
take a box truck and
reefer.
just
You actually do need a reefer so you don't freeze too deep.
It is getting to be 50s and 60s out there.
So we did have a friend of ours reached out to me and Eric the other day. He runs a fleet of tractors under his own authority, and they haul cheese and ice cream and all this other stuff. And they had a truck breakdown in Columbus, and not a truck, the reefer broke down in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "Hey, do you happen to have a reefer truck we can borrow for a couple hours? Throw the stuff in here and hold on to it." And I said, "Well." I don't have one that could do that. Or I might can. I'm not sure, but I'd have checked. Do you really need it though? Because
It's so
it's
cold
so cold outside.
Yeah.
What are you worried about? He said that's the problem. We can't let it freeze that deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh snap.
Yeah.
And so I said, let me work on it. And then a few minutes later, he wrote me a text and said, hey, I actually found out I've got a truck in the area. They're going to go swip over there
Perfect.
and grab the load. So it ended up being
Yeah.
fine. Didn't have to bother anybody. But yeah, that was the whole thing. It was just
Yeah.
so freezing here. You had to keep the ice cream warm.
That's weird.
It did a crazy thought.
That's
Yeah.
a crazy
Well,
thought.
freezer
yeah.
burn, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
yes,
get
sir.
it. So in my basement, I have a refrigerated freezer. It used to be upstairs in my kitchen when I bought the house. I ended up wasn't my personal aesthetic style, so we replaced it. But it worked fine. It just aesthetically I didn't like it, so we got put in the basement because why not, right?
Beer fridge.
Yeah, beer fridge. It literally.
Or
Vizzy
leftovers.
Vizzy
Put it
fridge
in
or
our
Yeah.
garage.
Yeah.
back
Or when
home.
you send somebody to Louisiana to pick up a bunch of etouffee.
etouffee or crawfish
plenty of
tails
space
or
for
whatever.
it,
That's
yeah.
exactly what it goes.
Ooh.
When we do the big the mentor retreats,
Right.
a lot of
Yeah.
times it's racks of food and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, and my freezer that thing was actually too cold, and we lost a lot of food to freezer burn because of it. So, and I've been backing it off and backing it off. I finally bought. They're called freezer thermometers.
Oh yeah.
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 I highly recommend it.
specifically for
Your freezer. Yeah, that definitely is eye opening. When you see that it's in the danger zone of too frozen, and you've already backed it off 2 clicks,
Yeah.
I got an overachiever.
Over a
But
killer.
That's good though to get one of those.
yeah, I'm excited. So I did go by the office today, or not the office, the shop today, and I did see a lot of what y'all had done. It was a very busy day, so we didn't really get a chance to hang out and talk too much. And it happened right at the same time as every Tuesday we do a staff call because we are a global company, so we do a call, read everybody on the same page, and so that I was there during that time as well. But I did get to walk around and look at a bunch of stuff, even though we weren't able to chat about things. And I saw, like on the front door of the driver's lounge, there is a door dedicated just to entry and exit
Right.
from that lounge.
Yeah.
And they had some weird things with a deadbolt that I didn't understand. I'm like, this is crazy. I don't like it. I don't know why the previous tenant did what they did. But
It was weird.
But I saw how you got that keypad thing on there, and it looks beautiful.
Good. I'm glad.
I was going to tell you, I really like that.
I'm glad.
And I know that was, from what I understand, that was the most difficult keypad to get, right?
It was a challenge because there were things we needed a keypad and lock to be able to do that
A regular, like
a regular one.
from Home Depot.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't do it the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
There's a certain feature on it that the other ones, like the ones that's on the kitchen door, or I'm sorry, I call it the kitchen, the break room door and the
Mhm.
office door, that feature can be defeated really simply, like
Yeah.
turning a switch.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other ones that have just a button or just a way to defeat that.
And we can't
Can I share?
and we can't have it defeated because of fire code
Can I,
issues.
can I share?
Sure.
So what we want to be able to do is the door, the way it works right now is when you open the door and go inside and you release the door like the door closes, it locks on the outside automatically.
Yes.
Now you can exit freely. It doesn't lock from the inside. You can exit freely. So the other two, if you turn the switch, and there are others on the market where you just push a button, it defeats that. It's called passage mode, where you can have the outside unlocked all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And just open the door and come in. What we don't want to have happen is somebody defeat that and then forget to reset it when they leave, so that door is open 24/7
To the
Correct.
burglars.
to anybody, to burglars, anybody, right?
Yeah.
So the lock that I ended up finding finally, it has a button on the inside, but it requires verification to allow that passage mode to work, where it's always unlocked on the outside, which is a feature that we want to have if we're having a function down there.
Absolutely.
We want to be able to not. I got to enter a code every time I want to come in and out, or multiple people coming in and out.
Or the other option is prop the door open, but you got AC
Exactly,
blowing
exactly,
and you
or
don't all
heat.
that.
So
Yeah.
this one actually allows for, you can set passage mode, you verify it with a couple of different ways to verify it, and it's unlocked all the time.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, you just reset it back to passage mode on.
But you can't accidentally do
you
it.
can't accidentally
just-
do it.
yeah.
Not realizing what you're doing.
And
Yeah.
it's a safety thing too. Like
It
we do
is.
we're in a shared lot. So
Mhm.
there's 4 or 5 other businesses
Yep.
there. And so they may have people coming in and out at all hours of the morning.
and not know
it-
which business they're going to.
not know who
Yeah.
business they're going to, or they're not people we vetted. We don't
Sure.
know who they are. We don't know what their situation is. There is a certain level of a person that you have to be able
Right.
to run one of our vehicles. So we know there's security inherently built into that. We can't speak for the other businesses in that area. So if you come in and it's like, all right, we're going to be here for a couple hours. We're going to do some laundry. It's 3:00 in the morning. Hey, that's what it's for. That's
Right.
what we want you to
Yeah,
be able to do.
Exactly.
And when you close that door behind you, we want that door to be locked so that if someone comes and tries to get in there behind you, they don't have that option. They
Right.
won't be able to.
Exactly.
And there's nothing you can do to accidentally disable that feature. But again, you can always leave. That was a big thing too. We wanted to make sure we had 100% egress, right?
Yes.
So you can always leave no matter what. There's no like, oh my gosh, I locked the door on me on accident.
Right,
There's
how
none
do
of
I get
that.
in?
You can
Right.
always get out easily. And so,
Yeah,
but that,
you turn that lever, it's going to unlock, and you can go out.
yes.
No problem.
So that was one thing where just getting everything to fit in that mold was not nearly as easy.
It wasn't.
It took, 3-4 weeks to find
It
it?
took a while.
Yeah. It was
took
a hot,
while.
and it looks good too.
It
were
actually turns out.
persistent.
It turns out that lock is what I was looking for the access to the staff area,
Yes.
and realized that I didn't need that particular style of handle and lock for the staff area. But again, in my research looking for that lock for the staff area, it turns out, oh, hey, it works in this situation.
Yeah.
So
And it also gets complicated when you talk about a deadbolt versus a
a
slam
lever
latch or whatever.
lock.
Levered lock. So
yeah.
it's been interesting. So I looked at it. It looks really good. I know there's one more project we got to do in there, and that is we're going to be hanging some cameras.
Yep.
And we got that system came in. It's a
here.
huge box.
It's a huge box.
I saw that and I was like, just immediate. You know, like that when you've got like, oh, we've got a big job ahead of us.
That
That's
overwhelmed
thinking.
feeling?
Yeah, I had that
Yeah.
immediately when I saw that.
Yeah.
But-
I've been avoiding thinking about how we're running wires for that.
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun.
Where they're going to be run. I've been avoiding thinking that.
I am glad that we're running wires and doing that style.
Mhm.
You know, anything like that's Wi-Fi connected or whatever. There's so many like variables where you got to have Wi-Fi signal, you got to have whatever,
Right.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have to have that. We're going to put this on a UPS. So even if power dies,
Mhm.
we are going to have
Still have
24/7
Yeah.
camera surveillance. So again, just safety in the back of our minds. And but that does mean physically pulling wire, pulling the ends of the wire off, and then twisting those little twisted pairs and
Connecting them.
putting them in that little connector, and then
That's the easy part. Where the wire runs is the hard part. I'm excited.
I don't know.
about it.
I don't
I'm
know
excited
because
about
I
it.
don't know because the one area that we need to get to access everything is an office
Mhm.
that no one uses.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have a problem. Drill, baby, drill. We'll just we will poke some holes.
Yep.
Oh, one wall cinder block, isn't it?
It is. I think we can go over that wall. I think. Or there's already penetrations we can use.
Does it not have a
Oh.
drop ceiling that you can just?
No.
No, because that's like the storm wall.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Listen,
It'll be fun.
I've
It'll be
listen.
fun.
I've used a masonry bit.
I was just saying, masonry bit and a hammer drill. Let's go, baby.
Yep. I was having a conversation. Brandon, if you were at Expo, the last one we had was it
Yeah, the last
2,
one.
3 years ago? He was one of the guys playing guitar. He's done some private events for us with the mentors and stuff. He's a really cool guy. You'll probably meet him at upcoming functions.
Yep.
He also does some handyman carpentry.
That's carpentry.
Carpentry
yeah.
work for us.
I wouldn't call him handyman. He's
above that.
He's above that.
He's
He's
yeah,
carpentry.
yeah, he's carpentry.
carpentry.
He's custom installs and builds.
Beautiful
Yeah,
stuff. Beautiful stuff. And he, we were talking about hanging the TV. I showed him my handiwork or whatever because he doesn't necessarily believe that I know how to use a screwdriver, let alone hang a TV and have it look as good as I did. So I was showing him all that, and he was like, "Wow!" And we were just talking about the way we did it and everything. And we were talking about that one wall being masonry and hanging the
Yeah.
TV there. And he's like, "Well, I've done masonry in here, so we did it or whatever."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Oh, I learned how to hang TVs in South Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
I learned how to hang TVs at Catholic churches where
Everything's brick.
your wall is 3-4 foot of concrete.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've snapped masonry bits that were 3, 4, 5 feet long. Like that's all old hat for me. And so yeah, a cinder block wall. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah. No problem.
That's not
No problem.
that won't be a concern
Easy.
at all. Now the landlord,
Well,
we weren't going to get that security deposit back anyways.
the landlord's not worried about it. The landlord's attitude when we ask to be able to do stuff is, yeah, sure, go for it.
There was something I asked the. We have great landlords. I asked them
We
the
do
other
have
day
great
about
landlords.
something, and they were like, "Why would you ask me?" I said, "It's in the lease." They're like, "It's in the lease."
I think it was the elevator clause.
I think it was the elevator clause. Yes.
And when you see our building, you realize it's a one-story building. There is no elevator.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was.
That was great.
it
That
was
was great.
hysterical.
Yeah, we'll be fine. They appreciate our tenancy
Yes.
and are happy to accommodate.
Yeah.
And we are respectful also though of our tenancy, and we don't we do our best to stay within the boundaries of that tenancy.
I like how you say we do our best.
We do.
We don't accomplish it, but we do our best.
We do our best. Yeah. There are times when we go outside of it, not on purpose. There's a conversation had to say, hey, I recognize that I'm outside the lines a little bit here.
Yeah.
Here's why, and here's what we're doing to take care of that.
So my question is, have there been times where we've been completely within our borders?
No.
Okay.
Close.
We were within our borders in one area, but outside of our borders in another area.
Okay.
That was the snow's fault.
Oh, yeah, that's not
That was
fair.
the snow's
Everything's
fault.
different.
Totally
That-
Snow's
yeah.
fault.
Oh, where was I driving the other day? Oh man, where was I? I don't remember where it was. I was driving, and I was driving the circle in Dublin, the traffic circle in Dublin. We all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
And I was going to get onto old cross the river, and the snow bank just made me like shove into the other lane and then back into my lane or whatever. And I'm like, in any other time, this is like giant 10 feet wide lanes.
right.
Everything's really spacious and comfortable and whatever. Leave a little snow to come through, and it turns into the Wild Wild West.
yeah,
And
it
people are
does.
like, who
It
cares?
does.
City Dublin's like, we're not shoveling any more snow.
Yeah.
We've It's just got to
two
melt.
lanes become one lane, and snow's
Yeah.
all piled in the
Yes.
middle, and everybody just deals with it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's actually been melting pretty fast. That rain helped.
It has melted really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our yard is still covered in snow, but we get very little sun in that area. Like the fields across from the shop.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell it snowed there. There's no snow on them.
Yeah.
But there are certain areas where you can drive out there now and see where the sun hits and where it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
And know where to plant your plants. Because if you want sun, you don't want to plant in our front yard.
So, because as the year goes on, the sun's going to get more and more directly over
Upright.
us. Yeah,
Yep.
and right now it's a little south of us.
Yep.
So you can clearly see in our backyard where that shade
Yeah.
line is, because my backyard is there's no trees in the dead center of it. It's a big open lawn, which I love. I think it's actually manicured nicely.
Annie loves it.
Like just having that big, because it's all trees around it.
Sure.
So you have this big, nice lawn that actually looks really nice when it's not. It's so crazy now. Everything's so wet. We're talking about, but in late summer when it becomes a barren, dry
Sure.
land of waste out there and it turns brown. But it looks like a really nice lawn for a while. But because of all the trees on the other side of it, you can see exactly where that tree line hits that shadow.
Yeah.
And everything within that tree line is snow, and everything above it is green. And it's actually nice. It's green.
It's green.
It's actually nice.
It's green.
Looks pretty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have officially encountered faux spring.
Oh, very faux. Probably first faux.
60 degrees today.
It was beautiful.
It was nice.
I was outside in short sleeves. It's beautiful.
I had my thinnest, lightest jacket on, and there was a point where I'm like, this might be too much.
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I went and got gas, and then like under the gas canopy
awning,
with a little
yeah.
breeze, I'm like, oh, it's chilly.
I went outside thinking I was going to go outside today for just a minute, go to a truck, come back in. And I didn't put a jacket on and got out there and realized I don't need a jacket. We were actually outside. Mel and I were outside sprinkling ice melt around some of the trucks that don't get sun. And I was out there in shirt sleeves sprinkling ice melt. It was comfortable. Go figure.
I saw that giant bag of ice melt y'all have. I was like, oh, this would be nice to have at the house. But
I know where you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menards.
Home Depot still sells it.
Who?
Or you can save big money at Menards.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah.
Did we ever find? I know we were looking for the stuff that got left over by our previous the people that owned the house before us. Did we find
Salt
it?
stuff?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Can't find it.
No.
Interesting. Well, the driver's lounge is open for business.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah, I am too.
We got to decide when our first official. I believe where I come from in the deep south, we call it a throwdown.
Oh.
What do y'all call them?
A day that ends in Y. We call it in Los Angeles.
We just called it a get together.
Jerry, what did you call them? You're from the throwdown area, aren't you?
Yeah. That or just get together,
You call it a cookout.
cookout,
Potluck.
potluck. Oh my God. I was watching the episode.
Jerry just woke
Boy,
up.
that was a quick left turn.
I'm sorry. I was watching
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Mr. Jerome Barrow.
You said that, and I was watching an episode of
Golden Girls?
Blake. Jesus.
Anyway, what happened on that episode?
Clues. Give us clues.
Any clue?
Project Runway.
Oh, yeah, Project Runway.
I would not
just
not
about to
have.
guess
I would
that.
not have.
Just
I
about
was
to
thinking.
guess
I was thinking like RuPaul.
Yeah.
One of the judges on there was like describing someone's dress, and he was like, "It looks like you would wear that to bring a pot dinner."
Bring a pot dinner.
And I'm like, "What the hell is bring a pot dinner?" And me and Don's looking at each other like, "A potluck? Like,
I
what
guess.
the hell is
Yeah.
bring a pot dinner?"
That's one thing we
Smorgasbord,
won't have
potluck.
at the shop is bring pot dinner.
yeah.
No,
No pot.
no pot.
Please, no pot.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you
That's funny.
do bring pot, it needs to be cast iron
Yes.
or it needs to be metallic. That way it works on
Instapot.
induction.
On the,
cooktop.
yeah.
Yes.
Instapot.
Instapot dinner.
Instapot works. That
Yeah.
works.
We got a gas stove.
Crock pot.
Is it a gas stove or electric?
Is electric,
It is.
but we
It's
don't.
electric.
It's not accessible. During something like that, it'd
Not
be
really.
accessible. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'd have it accessible.
So we
every
have
Like
a.
get together
You
with
you
it.
mentioned it earlier. So we do have a lounge, not a lounge, a break area
For
our-
staff.
for the staff.
Yeah.
And this is separate from the lounge, and this is a place for our people that work in the yard,
Our staff.
our staff to be able to they're out there working on trucks and whatever, and they need to have lunch or meetings or whatever. This is a place for them to hang out. So it's not accessible to drivers typically.
Typically.
Now that being said, it does have a little bit nicer of a kitchenette set up to it.
Mhm.
So when we do bigger events, we will have it accessible because I know some of you are like, well, I'd like to help clean or I'd like to help
Yeah.
make my world famous green beans
Exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we absolutely will have those
Yeah.
facilities available.
And we have a larger refrigerator in there too.
Correct.
We didn't mention we do have a refrigerator in the driver's lounge area.
Yes.
But we have a larger refrigerator in there if we need to do a big function and have larger dishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the little fridge in the driver's lounge, we will be cleaning it out once a week. So
Yep.
if you come and bring your food in there because you're going to have a late snack and you just want to throw it in the fridge for a little bit and you forget about it, it will get thrown away. We will not be keeping that
will
around
not
until you
hold
come back.
food.
Yeah, we're not holding food.
No. I was
Um,
going to ask.
But if you, I think the thing it'll be really helpful for it probably the reason we ultimately decided to keep it. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Is if you're going to have your truck into a shop that's going to be down for 3 or 4 days, and we know you won't have electricity, and you need to like unload a few things out of your
Sure.
fridge, then that's something. But that's going to take prior conversation with Vince
Yes. it
because we
is.
don't want other people taking your food or whatever. So there will be some of that stuff that we can do as well. So it's exciting the things we can do, and there's not a lot of shops where that's going to happen. Like,
no, but there are some.
but there are some, and we know that. So,
And we want to be accommodating to a certain point.
Yeah.
What that point is, I don't know.
It's
but-
new.
It's new, and we're going to work through it. And it really is going to be a case by case basis.
sure.
So truly, reach out to me, and we'll figure out what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
Because again, we do want to be accommodating. We recognize that you invest a lot of money into the food that you have on your truck because you do have a nice sized fridge on your truck. And the last thing you want is that you go grocery shopping and the next day something happens where you can't keep that food stored.
Got to go to
that
Cap
you just
City
spent
for a
a couple
repair or
hundred
something.
dollars on possibly,
Yeah.
right? So reach out to me. We want to be accommodating in that way, certainly.
So you say you're open. Does that mean I can bring my tractor with my 53-foot trailer in and park?
No.
Does it mean me and 2 other teams that I'm aware of that are in the area can all come and hang out for the weekend and park?
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah. So here's the thing with parking. We have less parking now than we did before.
Okay.
We do not have the ability to have you come in and park your truck for a few days even and go on home time, let alone a week or two and you go on home time. We just don't have that space. When we do have space is weekends. Generally speaking, our neighbor that does the most business closes at 4 p.m. on a Friday.
Correct.
They open at 7 a.m. on Monday morning. Other folks might be stopping to drop a truck there, but chances are there's not going to be a whole lot of activity between 4 p.m. Friday afternoon and 7 a.m. Monday morning. So if you pull in on a weekend and there's a spot to park on, you're usually good till Monday morning at 7 a.m.
Which there frequently is.
Yeah, which
On the
frequently is.
weekends,
There
it's
is. There's
typically some spaces there.
there typically are spaces there. However, 7 a.m. Monday through 4 o'clock Friday, there's not a whole lot extra space.
Correct.
If you're coming in and you need to go to ELW, sure, you park there at night and you take it to ELW in the morning. The driver's lounge is open to you. We just don't have long-term parking available for our trucks.
Got it.
We don't have space for trailers, period. We just don't.
I don't even know if you could turn a truck around.
Not
Period.
one of
I
our
mean,
trucks.
I was on the phone with the driver the other day, and she was telling me, "Oh, I need to bring back our DirecTV box, the old one." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Well, we're delivering right down the road from there. Can I just swing by and drop it off?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." And I'm telling everything, and then all of a sudden I looked in the top right and open phone, our
I
phone
saw the truck
system,
number.
and I seen the truck number, and I'm like, second thought, no.
Yeah.
We'll send
It-
somebody to you.
hmm
I
If-
told her, I was like, "It's not a big deal. Just hold on to it. We'll
Yeah.
get it later."
We
If
have.
something like that happens, the Walmart down the road on Stringtown, they have a huge parking lot.
Yeah.
One of us generally can probably meet them there during business hours, can meet them there and make that swap or pick up for something from them just because that lot's so huge.
Yes.
I can't vouch for parking in that lot, but if I know they're going to be there at 2 o'clock, someone can meet them there at 2 o'clock and make that swap for them. It's going to be the easiest way to do it. To bring a trailer into our facility, it's just tight. It's super tight,
Yeah.
especially with our large tractors and a 53-foot trailer. I see R&L or FedEx Ground pull in there and make a U-turn. They're in a day cab and they're pulling a 25-foot trailer.
Yeah.
They're not pulling a 53 and they're not an extended sleeper cab.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
unfortunately for our tractor friends out there, It's just not the best place for that.
But the good news is, because we've had quite a few of our tractors go over to ELW and get work done, or go over to FIDA or something like that.
Sure.
We do have a couple, like Arc Best is who owns Panther. So Panther is really good about like, hey, I need to drop a trailer for the weekend because we're getting some work done or whatever, and then we'll pick it up Monday morning. They're
Right.
really good about, there's
They are.
locations around Columbus where you can drop a trailer. They may say drop it at, well, I can't say because there's customer locations, but there's a few places there around town that we know that
Sure.
teams have dropped trailers
Sure.
and then just kind of picked them up Monday morning. So you do have that as an option. We have had our Freightliner dealership as well allow us to drop trailers
They do.
before. They're a lot tighter on their parking as well, so that's hit or miss. But Panther is really good about finding places to drop trailers, just temporary, 2-3 days. So there are certainly options for that. But if you've been to where we're at, or if you've been to ELW, you know that parking is a long, narrow parking, and there's no turnaround at the end.
No.
You get to the end, you're like, oh, I'll be able to make a big
Nope.
U-turn there. There's nothing.
You're backing out to the street.
Yes. And I mean, there's been times in straight trucks when it has been packed where it's like, ooh, I'm doing a 7-point
Mhm.
turn to get this truck out of here.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having to do it in a tractor, So
I'm
It's-
excited.
I'm too.
I'm too.
I really am. I really am.
And the Hyfield social page that we have.
Yeah.
So if you're a Hyfield driver, social gathering page on YouTube or
Nope.
YouTube on Facebook, look it up. You'll be able to, if you haven't joined it, ask to join it. Like right now in winter, it's kind of dormant because it's not dormant. I mean, there are still people asking
Yeah.
questions, but there's just not a lot of hanging out because who wants to hang out in negative 10-degree weather? But come springtime, summertime, it gets really busy on those groups, and a lot of people try to meet up. Columbus is a hotbed of people meeting up.
Oh yeah.
I can easily see that it's going to be a lot of it's going to happen around our shop and around that driver lounge, and having those abilities to go and hang out. So definitely keep an eye on that page, and if you haven't joined, join. And if you're like, I want to join, but I'm not a Hyfield, I'm sorry, it is strictly for Hyfield contractors.
That's it.
So if you're interested in becoming a Hyfield contractor, feel free to reach out to us at 1-833-HYFIELD. That is
833-493-4353, option 1.
and you'll be able to speak to one of our lovely recruiters, Melissa being one of them, and you'll learn more about the Hyfield family and what we're doing. I'm excited. This is a long time coming. We've talked more about this. Next week, I'm going to ask Vince to talk a little more about the barbecue space there and what we're doing to accommodate that.
So excited.
But
Oh my goodness.
because you,
so excited.
we got to talk about your history and everything. So it'll be a lot of fun. In the meantime, I was thinking the other day, I love California.
California's a beautiful state.
I love going out there. I just saw that they opened up a huge section of Highway 1. Did you see that?
Oh, that was closed there?
That was closed. They
I
just
did not
they
see
just
that.
opened it. They were talking about it's open now. You can go drive it, and it's. I know you have mixed feelings because you
Highway 1 or 101?
Highway 1.
Highway 1
Yeah.
right along
One.
the Pacific Ocean. Which
Yeah.
Pacific Ocean is it?
It's specific. It's all
Specifically the Pacific.
Oh my goodness.
But you've done it before, right? You said
have.
you did it on a motorcycle, and
Yeah.
it was one of the most scenic,
Beautiful.
beautiful, relaxing.
I wouldn't say relaxing. I wouldn't say relax. It's a beautiful drive. It's 35 miles an hour the entire way, which some folks would be like, oh yeah, you want to go slow because you want to see everything. Yeah, once you see the ocean and a cliff, you've seen it, and you want to get moving a little bit faster, especially on a bike where you can enjoy the curves. But when you get behind that RV that's towing a car or a trailer and he's doing 25 miles an hour, there are no turnoffs for hours. So if you travel between Los Angeles and San Francisco, it's a 6-hour drive.
Yes, but not on
On I-5.
on I-5.
On 101, it's probably a 7-hour drive.
I thought you were going to say 7-day.
No. Well, that's on Highway 1.
Oh,
On Highway 1, it can be an 11, 12-hour drive. Fuel is few and far between,
yeah.
and it is expensive.
They know?
They know. they know what they got. They know what they got. So if you're not prepared and you don't fuel before you hop on Highway 1, I'm not sure what gas prices are in California right now. Last time I was there, it was like $5 a gallon, literally. So I would imagine those places are $8-9 a gallon.
Oh, wow.
You're paying through the nose for gas on Highway 1.
Can you imagine in one of those big gas-powered RVs?
Oh yeah,
Just what you're paying?
yeah. So it's a long trip on Highway 1, and there are places to turn off and cut back to 101 or I-5 are few and far between, but it's a beautiful drive. So for a while, because of the rainstorms and the landslides, Highway 1 was closed in certain places.
Yeah.
South of like Santa Cruz and north of probably like Santa Barbara-ish.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big area, but it was closed there because of landslides. The road
Yeah.
washed out.
Yeah.
So are you telling me that's been rebuilt and it's back
So
open
I don't know
again?
if it's all. I don't know if all of it's built,
Okay,
but there was a
Alright.
section of it that is,
nice.
and that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And it made me think about just my limited experience being out there. And I remember driving through San Francisco out. I think it's Highway 1, and you go past the Golden Gate Park on your right side, the Pacific Ocean on your left,
Uh-huh.
and then you get to the baths. The
I
what
know
are
what
they
you're referring
called?
to.
Oh,
The hot springs.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's Sutro Baths. That's what it is.
Okay, yeah.
So we the Sutro Baths are right there. I remember this so vividly because 4 years ago, something like that. During COVID, couldn't do anything. So me, Dad, Eric, my sister, we all jumped in a couple vehicles and we just headed west.
Can I stop you for a second?
No, and so
I'm
while
going
we
to
were
anyway.
out there,
You mentioned COVID 3 years ago. COVID was like 5 years ago.
listen,
Yeah.
we're-
It's been longer.
I'm getting older. Okay, remember this is my equivalent of just the other day.
Okay,
Okay,
fair,
so-
fair. You are from the south. Fair.
So Jerry, you understand
Fair.
just the other day, right?
Absolutely.
I've just the other day something that happened to me in high school. All right, I'm just saying. So so we head out west and we went and saw a bunch of stuff and had a great trip. But we did Daddy Girl Trucking, DGT Trucking, Donna Sleesman. She's a great fleet owner with FedEx Custom Critical and Landstar. If you haven't met her, talk to her. She's a wonderful lady. And she lives out in California, and she let us park our vehicles there, or the big vehicles there. And then we jumped in my SUV and we headed down into San Francisco and went and drove all around and had a really wonderful time. And we went to the Sutro Baths, and I had to pull up pictures because it was closed. Like, it's a national park, but I think it's a national park. Pretty sure it's national. I don't think it's a state park. I think it's a national park. And I'm trying to. I already done the research. I knew about this place, but nobody else did. So I'm showing them pictures. It's this. Look it up. It used to be this massive. I mean, absolutely massive swimming pool, hot springy kind of area.
Ooh.
The tide would come in and actually fill everything up, and then it would drain everything out, and it would bring it back in, so the pools were constantly refreshed. They didn't have to worry about any kind of chlorine or anything like that. It was natural salt water. The places were massive. I mean, it's huge, beautiful structure back in like the 1800s. And it got rebuilt multiple times over the years. It's burned to the ground, got rebuilt, all this stuff. Well, eventually it got burned to the ground, and they're like, we can't keep doing this, and they quit. And so now there is still a building there close to where the original building was, and I think it's part maybe of the original building. But you can see the ruins of the old pools and everything. They're still there. And so we went and checked it out, and I'm showing them all these pictures and stuff, and it's very cool. And a flock of seagulls flew over us, and it's majestic background, Pacific Ocean. You know, you got the Bay, not the Bay Bridge. You got the Golden Gate there. You got these bass. And you're on a rocky cliff, and it's so cool. And one of those birds shat on me.
For good luck.
Good luck.
And I'm like, seriously? I'm freaking out. You can't imagine. Like, I just got shot in World War II on the beaches of Normandy. Freaking out. And so we had to go back to the vehicle, and Eric, it happened in like the back of my head, so I couldn't see it. So you don't want to touch it, right? Because don't want to make a mess. So I had to go, we had to dig out some used tissues or something. And then Eric had to like slowly get it out of my hair and everything. And it was just horrible. Now I had my clothes, so I was able to change shirts, but horrible experience.
I had that happen in London, remember?
And you handled it much better.
You handled it much better.
Much better.
You
Oh my
are
goodness.
It was a direct hit right
So
to the
much
top of the
better.
head.
right. Did
Yeah.
it was?
And I had the pleasure of cleaning it out.
You
Yes,
did.
you. I went and looked for the napkins.
Yeah, those
That's
were hard to
true.
come
You
by.
did.
I
Reward
did
come
reward
by.
you with gin.
No, you did.
But yeah, so that was one of my very strong memories.
So
of
the
getting-
baths aren't usable anymore?
No, they're just
Ruins.
like ruins of rock formations and stuff. Like now the tide just comes in and goes out every time a wave blows through.
Oh.
So there, like people will go down there and walk around and like look at stuff, and I guess you could theoretically jump in them, but it's not safe. I wouldn't recommend doing it. And out there in San Francisco, all the surfers and everything, that's all their territory now. But it is really cool to see, and to especially if you're there and you also pull up a picture of what was there. It is one of those things where it's like, holy cow. You know, there's a few things in history that I wish I could have seen that we just can't. The Crystal Palace out of Chicago, or the one in France, because they did it, you know, built it multiple places.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to see one of those places. All of them burned to the ground. Go to Egypt when it was thriving. You know,
Sure.
when they built the temples and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
To go to the Sutro Baths in their prime, like I'd love to see some of that stuff, and we just never will be able to. But it's cool that the foundations are there, and you can see scale of how big it is, and realize like this is massive.
Sightseeing.
Absolutely.
I just looked it up. It is a national park.
It's national. Okay, yep. And it's just, I don't know. I really like it. Sutro Baths, Sutro Baths, like bathtub baths. Check it out. It's very fascinating what they built, and to think how old it is that they built that back then. And then we drove across the Golden Gate Bridge, one of my favorite bridges in the world, and went over to what is it? Is it Mill Valley? Is it Mill Valley? It is Mill Valley,
Vincent?
right?
Yeah.
Just north of the bridge.
The bridge, yep.
Yep, went over there and checked that out, which was cool because I almost went to grad school in Mill Valley. That was where I was going to go to grad school.
It's not
We
too
talked
late.
about that before.
So
It's not too late.
it's not too late.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's too late. So
So you didn't stop near on the Golden Gate Bridge?
no. We just drove
Interesting.
across it and back, and got to see it. The Golden Gate is. Have you been on the Golden Gate?
Yes,
It's magic, right?
it is.
It is. I don't.
I got a speeding ticket on the Golden Gate one time.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I was in my Dodge Charger, and I got to the other side, and I look in the rearview mirror, and there's a cop pulling me over.
Oh,
And he's like, yeah, I got a partner back there on the bridge, and he spotted you doing 55 and a 35. I'm like, really? It's a 35 across the bridge? It's wide open. He's like, yeah, I got you.
no, the Golden Gate. It's
Beautiful. It is magical.
It's magic. It's a beautiful bridge. I don't, some things that they build, like the what's the bridge in I-71 bridge going through
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's a gorgeous bridge.
That is a hideous looking piece of structure.
It is. I mean, it is steel, and it's not beautiful.
It's ugly.
like the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. The way the spans
Right.
work,
It
the
swoops,
two
it sweeps.
towers.
Yeah.
You've got it's in the color, everything. It just really works. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful structure.
I've never been across it, but I've been on a boat and went under it.
Ooh.
I've only been
nice.
across it in a personal vehicle. I've never been
Personal
across it in a truck.
No, we didn't either.
No.
Just in a vehicle.
I did in the truck a couple times.
Really?
Yep, we had to deliver or pick up on the other
We
side.
did it in the truck once.
No,
Well,
not the Golden Gate. We did the Bay Bridge.
Oh. I've done the Golden Gate, not with you,
Right. In a truck?
in a personal car.
Okay. Because if it was in a truck, there's a problem.
So, speaking of the Golden Gate Bridge,
Yes.
I read an article from CDL Life
Oh.
that CHP, that's California Highway Patrol, was issuing tickets to truckers for parking on the shoulder to do some sightseeing. This specifically, though, was on the Golden Gate Bridge.
There's a shoulder on the Golden Gate?
I don't know.
It wasn't on the bridge. In the pictures that she shared with me earlier,
No.
Okay.
it was like off on one of the sides, the ground sides.
Oh, okay. So before or after?
CHP is reminding truckers that sightseeing is not an emergency after a driver made a stop on the shoulder to take in the view from the Golden Gate Bridge. This is on January 18th of this year. CHP specific, this person ticketed a truck driver for making a non-emergency stop on a freeway shoulder in the Bay Area. The driver of the big rig was nowhere near his vehicle after he parked on the shoulder. He was found almost a mile away,
Oh, wow.
taking in the view of the bay on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Wow.
Uh,
So,
Troopers use the incident as a reminder to the trucking community that stopping on the shoulder of a freeway is dangerous and permitted only when your vehicle is disabled, when directed to do so by a peace officer, or in case of emergency.
I do see. She just sent me the article, and I'm looking at it now. I do see it. It looks like it's on the Mill Valley side, so that is not the San Francisco side. That's the
Right.
opposite side.
yeah.
I mean, like I can see the hand railing of the bridge, like right there.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's
Like,
right there.
He literally,
He is
because
right
again, there
there.
is no emergency exit or emergency lanes on the bridge.
No.
He like the very first like, oh, I could pull over. Let me pull
Yeah.
over here real quick. That is, I don't think that's where I would have stopped.
So
And
there,
had to be a mile from your truck?
well, there are parking areas on both sides of the bridge, the San Francisco side and the Mill Valley side, where you can park and you can walk across the bridge. There's a separate pedestrian footpath on the side of the bridge that you can walk on to
Correct.
walk across the bridge. So I guess that's what this driver was doing. Was he figured, hey, let me.
But there's not truck parking. It's just for cars.
No, it's car parking. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
just, I guess, make note. Don't be sightseeing. Use your viewpoints and your
I
rest
get-
areas and all the other places.
I get both sides of it.
I know.
I completely
Especially
understand.
if like
It's-
you've lived out east and you've never seen
Yep.
it before, and you're a
Sure.
truck driver now.
But if
Okay.
you-
Area right there.
But if you
too.
go across and you stop right there, if there is an emergency emergency on the bridge, they have no choice but to drive on and get off the bridge. You stopped in the first available emergency spot.
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
well, you can't do
Yeah.
that. That's
No.
it's silly. But so I don't, figure something else out. But I also get when I was a kid, I wanted to be published. So as a first grader,
Oh,
I made a few books,
nice.
and the first one was a how-to book of how to publish a book.
Okay.
Yes, at
Interesting.
first grade.
Yeah.
My second one was how to build a bridge, and my bridge to build was the Golden Gate. So my love for the Golden Gate Bridge goes back
A long way.
a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understand that excitement and joy.
Of wanting to pull off and hike
Of-
in a mile
Yes,
and risk a ticket.
correct. That being said, I have not done that because I am a law-abiding citizen. And because I recognize, like, if I want to go see the Golden Gate Bridge, we're going to stop, get a car, get to a place where it's
Sure.
whatever more convenient.
Sure.
Like, we're going, like, I'm going to do it responsibly.
Yeah.
Can I just say though, even the pictures in this article again, CDLLife.com
Look beautiful.
They're beautiful
They're
pictures.
beautiful
Like,
pictures.
whoever took the pictures for CHP, they got the truck framed in the picture with the bridge in the background.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gorgeous pictures. This
Yeah.
guy can now take these pictures and save them and look, this is what I did.
Absolutely.
It cost me $600 something. I don't know what the
I'm
ticket
just
cost,
saying,
but
but there is that
And
thing
my
of,
job.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it was a preventable.
possibly, yeah.
sure, but there's also the whole, like, what would it have cost to have a professional picture of my truck made?
Exactly. That's very, very good point.
No.
Very good point.
I just thought it was a kind of a friendly reminder. I know a lot of people, this is a new industry, at least with Hyfield.
Yep.
It's a new industry. It's the smaller 40-foot straight trucks that we all love, and you can tuck in somewhere, sneak in there, do whatever here. And just a reminder that the straight trucks are still a commercial vehicle, and make
Sure.
sure you're doing your due diligence of where you can go, where you can park.
Absolutely.
And San Francisco's,
Beaches, the White Sands Park,
Yeah.
national parks, public parks, state parks, all of those.
San Francisco is a great town to explore, but it's also one of those great towns where if you have a weekend and you're in that area, you stop down in Los Banos. It's a trip. It's a drive from Los Banos to San Francisco to the to the Golden Gate Bridge is a drive. But there's so much to explore there that you can't do in a straight truck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you
Or
imagine
if
taking
you're bobtailing
Lombard
your
in
tractor
a straight
in a
truck?
straight truck, I'd love to try. And no, it would
No,
never.
I would not.
But that's one of those times where you stop in Los Banos because that's where the nearest truck stops are. Really, you rent a car and you get into San Francisco for a day, or you get a hotel room for the night, and you spend the weekend in San Francisco or Oakland or
Yes.
anywhere up there in the Bay Area. It's just such a beautiful. I know people hate California, and I'm from California, and I don't like going back there. I'm going to LA to visit my family in about 3 weeks. But,
What?
this is a time where you go and you just spend some time in the Bay Area in San Francisco and just take in the sights. It's really cool.
Absolutely.
It's really cool.
I know because especially it seems to me that people don't like California because of the pricing and because of the politics.
Sure.
And I say if you take both those, throw them out the window.
Yeah,
Ignore that.
I agree.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Now,
the
Southern
things,
California, not so much.
no,
What?
I don't agree.
Okay.
San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego.
San Diego's beautiful.
You take-
when you get down
take
to
the greater-
Coronado
You
Island.
take the greater LA
Mhm.
area,
yes.
LA, Ontario, that whole
San Bernardino, that whole- yep.
that whole thing,
Yes.
and you take it and you chuck it out the window.
Yes. Oh, and then you just go the
And
rest
the
of
rest of it.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean Hollywood is it's way more seedy than what you're
Way
led to
more
believe.
seedy.
Way more seedy.
More seedy.
You definitely need to be prepared for Hollywood. But it's also really cool. It's also walking down and seeing the stars of the celebrities you
That's
love.
Sure.
fun.
Going
Sure.
to Mann's Theater and seeing the footprints or handprints of
Mhm.
R2D2 and C3PO. Like
There are cool things to see.
there's things like that give me goosebumps that
Yeah.
are like, wow, this is really cool.
Those are the kind of things, though, in my opinion, you see once and you've seen them.
Sure, but
If
if
you
you've
get out
never
of that
if you've
area-
never seen them,
You
you
Rent a
go
car.
do it.
You
You
see
go
them
do
once.
it.
Park,
And you-
rent the car.
Yes.
If you get out of that area,
Don't park on
Santa
the side
Monica,
of the road.
Venice.
you get up in Northern California,
There
above
you
San
go.
Francisco, even up into Redding, Eureka, the Northern
yeah.
California.
That's
Gorgeous.
area I need to. That's
Oh my
area I
goodness.
really want to go explore more and see.
Let's go.
Eric and I have
Road
been
trip.
we've been to San Francisco 3 or 4 times now, each for 2 or 3 day spans. So I think we spent probably a solid week and a half there,
Yeah, sure.
and I feel like we've scratched the
The
surface
you have. Yeah.
barely,
Agreed.
barely, and we've had so much. We
Agreed.
went to a hardware store one time
Yeah.
in the Castro, and it was bananas. It was like a hardware store from the 1820s, and Eric and I were getting our supplies to go gold.
Gold mining. Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
was, and it was a legit Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
Like it
So-
was crazy that it was. And I'm like, we're in the middle of San Francisco. Why is this store here? It doesn't make any sense.
I grew up in Los Angeles, and then I moved up to Sunnyvale, which is just
Apple.
south of San Francisco.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time up there, and I've explored the area. Los Angeles, I lived there for I don't know how many years, 30-something years, 35 years, and I'm just done with it. I've done it, except for the Getty, but I've done it. I'm done with it. San Francisco, there's so much there to explore and see just by walking down the street.
I think it has
even
history, maybe
the
a little
East
more
Bay
history.
area is so much. It has a ton of history. Yeah, you're great. And then once you get above the bay, above the Golden Gate, there's so much up there to see. You go up into the place where they have all the oysters. I'm drawing a blank on the name of that place right now on the coast.
Oyster Bay.
Oh, that's the place. That's the place. You get into Oyster Bay. You get up into Napa, Sonoma County.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like wine, it's just beautiful up
Yes.
there. Great restaurants. Eureka. I used to go up to Eureka with my ex-wife and kids and spend a few days just on the coast, and just there's so much history.
There is
I'll
a lot.
stop now.
Yeah, I definitely. It's a place I want to spend more time. Eric and I, years ago, we were talking about doing this epic road trip through California. Basically, San Diego to Alaska. And we said that the way to do it is you get an RV and you park it in San Diego, and then you fly out there because we're on the East Coast. I mean,
Sure.
we're Midwest, but we're Eastern time
You might
zone.
as well.
Might as well be in the East Coast. And so we're like, you go out there, you do San Diego 2 or 3 times because it takes that long to see everything, and then you make the drive up into lower Los Angeles, Orange County,
Orange
and
County, yeah.
you enjoy all that because that Orange County's awesome.
It's just beach.
It's
Orange
just-
County's beach.
It's beach and it's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
okay.
Well, I see how you don't see it being from there, but when you're not from there, it's a vibe. It
Oh,
absolutely is.
I don't begrudge you that.
And
I would do that trip with you. And much as I hate RVing because
because everything breaks and you're
everything breaks.
constantly repairing
I gotta
stuff.
fix stuff all the time.
Yeah, but
I
California's
would
one of the few
I
places you
would
can
do
actually
that
just park
RV
on the
with
side
you.
of the beach.
I
and
get
it's
it.
fine.
I get it. But I gotta park on the side of the beach. I gotta go fix the water pump,
Yes.
or I gotta fix the. I'm gonna stop because I'm. gonna
But
start
aren't you
cursing,
glad?
so
But aren't
you're
you
gonna hate
glad
me.
that you have all this experience fixing sleepers, so you know how to fix?
I don't want to
RV?
fix shit on my vacation. I just don't.
That's the joy of
I don't
camping.
want to spend my vacation fixing
So
stuff.
listen, when you are a camper and you tent camp, you have to build everything and then tear it all down. When you are an RVer, you just repair things. That's the difference. Same amount of work. It's just where's your work channeled. So I
I don't want to interrupt because I'm going to just derail the whole conversation. So I'll let you finish, and we'll talk later.
so.
I
Can I
found
be
some,
excused?
I found some interesting information for points of comparison. Central Park in New York is 843 acres.
Yes, and it's
Golden
huge.
Gate Park is 1,017 acres.
It's
Wow.
friggin'
For
huge.
point of comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's friggin' huge.
And it's beautiful. And they have. Did Robert Moses do both? I don't remember if Moses did both or not, but it's gorgeous. On the old growth trees that are in, it's insane. If you haven't, I mean, again, I know a lot of people who are anti-California, and I understand it. I'm just saying, if you take that part away, it's a really cool state. Boy, it's a hard sell for California, isn't it? We're sponsored today by California Tourism.
Right, exactly.
We'd like to thank the California Tourism Board for their sponsorship. But no, so my thought was, okay, you do Orange Beach, right?
Yeah.
Not Orange Beach,
County.
Orange County. That's in Alabama. You do Orange County, and then you bring your truck to the local public storage, and your RV.
RV.
You park it
Yeah.
there. You go back home. You do your 2, 3, 4, 5 months of work or whatever, and then it's like, all right, let's go back out to California, and then you do northern Los Angeles. So you hit Venice, you hit Santa Monica. Now, I love Venice and Santa Monica. If you think about your 1980s, what is that horrible movie that you love with Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer, and they're on the beach playing volleyball?
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Now that I've
Horrible movie.
That's all San Diego.
now that I've alienated all the people, if you imagine the Top Guns in the 1980s movies, and you imagine people roller skating up and down the boardwalk, and you imagine people on the beach playing volleyball or playing football, or was it football they were playing? That's what
Yeah.
it was. Playing football, or you imagine people surfing and all this stuff, and just the leotards, is that the right
Yeah,
word?
yeah.
And all that, and the neon colors. That's what Venice and Santa Monica look like right
They really do.
now.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Well, it's a vibe. Like you said, it's a vibe.
They locked into 1982 and they are not letting go.
Yeah.
No, good.
And
Yay.
it's so cool. Like, especially, being a kid, seeing all that stuff on TV, then getting out there and it's like, oh, y'all have changed nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
I spent a lot of time out on Venice Beach playing basketball on the basketball courts. You can't tell by my gorgeous, voluptuous figure now, but we would go out to Venice Beach and play basketball because that was some of the best competition. And it's funny that they had the one court that was closest to the boardwalk that was always full court.
Yeah.
And that's where the Top Guns played. That's where if you
wanted to get invited.
if you weren't damn near NBA level,
Yeah.
you didn't play the court. And it was always full court.
Like when Kobe was bored, he would go there.
Kobe was a 9-month-old. He played that floor. And then as you got further away, I think there were 4 courts total. The other courts were all half court games.
Yeah.
There were full courts that you played half courts.
Yeah.
And as you got further away, the talent level got further away, and so I would play on the 5th court where there was like a little net over a trash can.
And it was sand.
It was sand.
You were dribbling in sand.
Yeah, exactly. But that
Holding wasn't
I would go out there a lot and play
against the rules. It was
and
encouraged.
just play basketball, and it's still the same. The gym on the beach is still the
Still
same.
there, yeah.
You know, it's still there. It's all this. The beach is so wide
Yes.
that you have volleyball courts on the beach, and you still have the beach if you want to go out in the water.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would, because it's dirty and polluted, but
It's
you,
not
you
nice.
had those options, right?
Yeah.
And the bikers along the boardwalk and the skaters, and it's all still there. So
And there's
So
skate
it's
parks, there's
funny-
skaters, guys walking, doing their thing
Right.
still. It's like,
it's funny how we started this conversation, and I was like, stay away from LA. And now I'm like, yeah, LA's not bad. You can stay out of the traffic, but LA's not bad.
I hear they have some palm trees.
A couple, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2. Yeah.
and if you like airplanes, they got airplanes, especially in that
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, they do.
So, no, the whole thing, the idea is you bring an RV, you do your tour, and then you stop and you park the RV in a storage place. You pay a couple $100 a month until you can come back. You pick it back up, you move to the next place, and you work your way all the way up to Alaska. And it takes you a couple of years to do it, right? Or a few years to do it.
I see.
I thought that would be a lot of fun. It's not happened yet, but it did seem like it'd be a great way to see. Because I want to go up to, like, okay, keep in mind when I was a kid, much like Jerry, Free Willy was a big deal to me. You remember Free Willy?
Absolutely.
We've talked about him before on this show.
Yes. I remember seeing those scenes because those all take place in Washington, Oregon, somewhere in that range, right? The Pacific Northwest, right?
Sure.
So seeing all that against the Pacific Ocean, everything, I still to this day have not seen that.
Oh,
You know,
you're missing out.
I know.
Hmm.
Now I've been to Seattle, I've been to Portland, and I've actually
That's not Brookings.
I've cruised out of Seattle, but when you cruise, by the time you're out in the water, it's pitch black. You can't see anything.
Right.
So then you wake up the next morning and you're passing Canada, and then you wake up the next morning after that and you're in the fjords of Alaska. Like, I still haven't seen that Pacific Northwest, the rocks in the ocean and all the stuff that you see. I've not
Mhm.
seen that. And it's someplace that I really want to go visit and see.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that trip would be a lot of fun.
We
And
see-
so many of our teams have done it.
Yeah.
I see pictures of our teams all the time doing that stuff, and they're like, "Hey, we just delivered here, and look at this," and it's like, you can right down the road is where Jesse and his his adopted mom and dad lived, and Free Willy's not far from there, and you can go see it all. And but yeah, no, I think that'd be a really fun thing to do.
So there's a photo that comes up on our Apple TV of the beach with
Oh,
rocks, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's Oregon. That's
Yeah.
Brookings."
Yeah.
And Vince will tap the little button on the remote.
And it says Brookings. Yeah.
The
Well,
only
first off, he says, "Yes, it is." That's what he says before he confirms it. But then he confirms it, and I think it makes me happy that one of the auto scrolled, because normally it's Thailand and Singapore that
Yeah.
seems
on
to
the
be on a
screensaver, yeah.
screensaver. But when Oregon comes by, I'm like, I've been there.
So Eric and I have two of those. One of them is Hawaii, where they do the helicopter, drone, whatever,
Mhm,
do
yeah.
the
Yes.
to Hawaii. So we've been to that
Yeah.
park. If you didn't see the picture of us with the dinosaur, that's it. Yes, that's it. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was scary. And then definitely not staged. And then the other one was Dubai, the Marina District.
Yeah.
So like we can actually see, like, we stayed in that apartment.
That's
And
pretty cool.
That's pretty
Cool.
fun.
That's cool.
But I see those other pictures and I'm like, I want to go. Or the ones of like Singapore, the ones of Hong Kong or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that looks so
That's great.
amazing.
Yeah.
hopefully later this year, me and Jerry and Eric and Don will be able to throw some light on some of those. Not to foreshadow, but a little
Yeah.
foreshadowing. I'm going to sprinkle in there.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. And but no, I think that's what I love most about this job, this thing that we do, is
Yeah.
the travel aspect and the seeing the country and the seeing the places. And for me, the fact that Eric and I drove for as long as we did, we saw every state in this country. We've explored most states in this country, and we've barely scratched the surface.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just don't park on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Just don't park on the side of the road.
That's the
Yeah.
moral
Or
of
make
our
sure,
story.
it's okay if you do, or be ready for the ticket money.
There you go.
There's so much to see out there.
So much
Just
to see.
park somewhere
so
safe.
much to
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
And I see a lot of these people doing truck parking. So, parking club.
Parking club.
Yeah. Truck
Yeah.
Parking club.
Parking
Yeah.
club. Yeah, I just got a.
The real trucker couple and the Lords, D&D Expediter. They both are doing some stuff with parking club.
Truck Parking Club.
I just got a email introducing me to a truck parking club person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a chat with them. We'll see
Nice.
if anything comes with that.
There's some
Nice.
really cool places I've been watching the
Yes.
Samuels tuck in out
Yeah.
of.
Yep.
So if you don't watch their channel, they're the real trucker couple.
I think they're the only trucking couple. left,
2.0?
right?
I
Are
think
they,
they
are they 2.0 now?
I think something
maybe,
like that.
Maybe just the real trucker couple.
Maybe they're YouTube. I don't know. Branding. What is
Do you-
branding?
Yeah. What is
Do you know
branding? Who
this-
knows?
Just the real trucker couple.
It used to be 2.0, but maybe
They've
that
got some cool merch.
Do they?
No, I have no idea. I'm just suggesting that Steve will see this and make some cool merch.
Yes.
Just a thought.
I don't know. I'd be using the parking club, which
Truck
truck
Parking Club.
parking club, which I think I'm going to raise my hand here,
Discovered them.
debuted and discovered them from like 4 mats ago,
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe
Yep.
3
Yeah,
mats
3
ago.
mats.
Absolutely.
I was so excited. They were
You were.
brand kind of new,
Mhm.
but I could see their vision.
Yep.
Their vision looks like it's coming to fruition
It looks like it has.
in leaps and bounds. And I got to say, if we were still out over the road, that we most likely would be utilizing
Oh yeah,
the
definitely.
parking club, truck parking
Truck
club.
Parking Club.
I agree with you. And I like how they have it on a as needed basis. So look, we're not sponsored by them.
No, we're not.
I'm
I
talking with starting the early onset
I still
conversation
believed
with
in what
them,
they were
but
doing back then. That's why we interviewed
Yep.
them.
check them
Well,
out.
there's a need, right? And
Yeah.
they're helping to fill that need.
But they're also helping other people who have that
Space.
vacant space.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with it?
Yeah.
So it's like a win.
Let's use it.
It's
a win-win.
It's like a win-win-win,
Yeah.
right? A company creating it, and
Yeah.
then you've got the owner of the property, and then people who need that space to park your truck.
Like a Steve win.
It's like a 3-win.
No, not like a Steve Wynn. We're gonna leave Steve Wynn out of this. I was listening to a podcast about bourbon, and they were interviewing a guy who was the founder of a distillery, and I can't think of the name of it. And he's involved with Truck Parking Club now because he
Yeah.
recognized the need as well. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No doubt.
It's pretty cool. Oh, what a good talk tonight, y'all.
It was a lot of fun.
lot
We
of
needed
fun.
this. It's been a hot minute. Those of you who don't know, we were supposed to meet last week. We ended up having this is probably delayed a week because of it. I had a severe case of the plague.
Is it still going around nowadays?
I guess
You know,
I got it.
I see a lot of people in my feed, it's like friends and whatever acquaintances saying that their family has it, and it's like the worst ever they've seen.
I don't agree with that.
Just
but
really knocking them out.
so this is my second. So I had the flu. I got that influenza B. What? I need that patch. You know, my Boy Scout patch for the
For the
influenza
bee?
B. Yeah. Bzz. So and it was bad. I still have a little bit of stuff I'm dealing with. If you hear my voice and you're like, it's not quite right, you're not wrong. But I have survived. And there was a point when I was for an entire week, I had a fever. A week.
For how long?
Your body's not supposed to have a week.
Crazy.
1 week. 103 was the highest I got. I get that's who cares. 104 is if you want to be on the list. 103 is like, what are you doing? But
How long?
A week.
Wow.
But I lived on Tylenol and Advil. Took them at the same time, every time, 4 hours on the dot. So I was bouncing between 100 and 103 the whole time
Wow.
for a week. And
Like a week, a whole week.
like a whole week.
Wow.
Actually, a day, like 6 days, actually.
We'll
Well,
round
that's
up
not
and call it a
whole
week.
No, it was 7 days. Sorry, it was 7 days.
7 days.
It was 7
It's
days.
a week.
So
It's officially a week.
felt terrible. Felt like I got hit by that bus and backed up.
You feel better
Oh.
now.
I do feel better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I moisturized.
That's
So,
good call. Good call.
well, you ship me the,
Cocoa butter.
cocoa butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it
So
was.
the bus,
I thought you said it was Mother's Back to Black.
the
Well,
bus.
Then I
radio
used the
over-
wrong thing.
No, yeah, you're fine. I'm sharing with the folks at home. It's cocoa butter.
Okay. So I felt like the bus Melissa was driving, and I got run over and then backed over and then run over and backed over. Actually, it's not true. It's not true at all. I feel like a bus would have been gentler.
A bus
Oh.
would have been gentler.
This was a Mack truck.
She is not a
Mack
bus.
truck, Gold Bulldog. If
Yeah.
you know Mack
Mhm.
trucks, you know what the Gold Bulldog
Yep.
means. Dump truck, fully loaded out of the quarry.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like just
all the axles down.
all the axles down,
Yeah.
full speed.
Yep.
That's how it felt. It was horrible. But I feel much better now. And but because of that, we did miss a week, so I apologize for that.
It's amazing the amount of tape that's on Jerry's floor.
Yeah.
I know, and the fact that we
Yeah.
still recorded tape.
Right.
Like I know this looks like a digital soundboard
No,
that you
but
see
it's
over
all
here.
tape.
It's
All
not.
The cameras.
It's
behind
reel
the-
to reel.
all
Yes,
tape.
behind the camera. Actually, it's not behind the camera.
It's
It's,
film.
over in another room on
Right.
the other side of this wall.
Yep.
They make noise when they're recording. It's like constantly, so we have to have them in a separate room.
Yeah.
But it's all in tape.
One of these days, we need to do like an overhead shot of Jerry pulling
splicing
film,
it?
splicing.
Yes, Can we do that?
We
Can we
should
make that
do
happen?
sometime.
Do a montage.
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of
It's a lot of
work.
work.
Yeah, you could use the digital stuff for that. It's not that we're against digital. It's just
No,
we
it's
like the
just
look and
we
the
like-
aesthetic
it-
of
it's
film.
It's just warmer.
It is.
It's warmer. I mean, even our soundtrack plays off of vinyl.
That's right.
So you know,
But it's vinyl to cassette.
vinyl to cassette. Yep.
That-
and then it's amazing the process
Dolby.
Jerry goes through to make this all happen for you all. From the sound side, if you're listening to the podcast,
Yeah.
from the video side, if you're watching us on YouTube, I mean, we put it out there. You can get us on all your podcast apps.
Yes.
We put it out there on all of them. We're podcast app agnostic. My voice is going away. It's
You know
really
what's
weird right
crazy?
now.
So I hear your voice going away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. That's my fault. But the fact that y'all don't know that we actually record this 2.5 weeks before you get it because Jerry has to stamp all of these podcasts into vinyl
Yeah,
and then he
Right.
sends them to
physically.
to everybody.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
there is like Napster has to get a copy,
The
of
copy
this
the vinyl.
and they
Yeah.
then
Wow.
record it to digital
Right. And then LimeWire gets Napster's
version.
version of the vinyl, and they got to do it all
And
too.
then LimeWire sends it to BearShare.
Right. Exactly.
And then
Oh my
BearShare
goodness.
sends it to BitTorrent.
right.
And then BitTorrent sends it to Spotify.
Right. It's amazing how that all works out.
You know, I was
Yes.
at Barnes and Noble the other day, and there was a huge vinyl section. I think I saw our record there.
Jerry, what did we forget?
If you're interested in Hyfield Trucking and all that we have to offer over here, please check us out online at hyfieldtrucking.com. You can chat live with any of our recruiting agents over there Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They would love to answer any questions that you may have. You can also reach out to recruiting at 833-HYFIELD. That's 833-493-4353, option 1. If you have any suggestions or comments about the show or any future topic suggestions, please send us over an email at theouterbeltpodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave a comment down in the description. We do read all of those, and we would love to hear from you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. It really does help us out with the algorithm. And as Vince mentioned earlier, you can check us out on all of your favorite podcast streaming apps.
I like it when you call me a recruiting agent.
Recruiting agents!
all I can hear. Wait, I love it. I'm being very respectful here, but I love it. I heard you. I'm like,
rest of
oh,
us aren't.
secret agent recruiting girl.
Recruiting
Secret recruiting agent
woman.
girl.
I'm going to go on to that site where you get business cards for cheap.
Recruiting
I won't mention their name because we're not a sponsor. We're getting you new business cards, and your
Recruiting
title will now be
agents.
recruiting
I
agent.
love it.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I
What
love
else-
recruiting
what
agent.
Else would you call her?
Oh, recruiter,
Yeah. Recruiting.
contractor,
Oh, just
sourcing specialist.
sourcing, yeah.
That gets
Recruiting
really-
agent just
Recruiting
takes the cake.
agent.
I love it.
She's recruiting agent 002.
I know, right?
I am
Operations
002.
agents.
Eric,
we are operations
Delina's-
agents. Yes.
Delina's recruiting agent 001.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I
All right,
love it.
Eric, make the Eric
Make it so.
make it so.
Wow. What is
I don't know what that is
It
either.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I
Oh,
love
gotcha.
it.
Engage.
So I'll tell you what, folks. As you're out there on the road doing your thing, be safe and make good decisions.
Don't leave money on the table.
And keep those wheels a turning.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.